Okay, so if you're a product manager right now, your job is changing. Like, right now, faster than it ever has. AI isn't just another item you can slot into your backlog. Nope! It's a fundamental shift that's basically tearing up the old playbook. So let's dive into what the new one looks like and, what it actually means for you.
And look, let's get one thing straight right from the start. This isn't about the hype. It's not about who can write the cleverest prompt. At the end of the day, your CEO, your leadership, they care about one thing. Can you ship AI features that actually work and deliver real value? That's the bottom line.
Which brings us to the big question, right? If the old playbook is out the window, then what exactly is the new job? What does it really mean to be a PM in the age of AI? What are the new skills, the new mindset you have to have? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack here. To really get a handle on the new rules, we've got to first understand why the old ones just completely fell apart. See, AI isn't just a slightly faster database or some slick new UI. It's a totally different beast, and it fundamentally breaks the traditional ways we've always managed products. And this is where it gets really wild. Think about it. Old school software was dependable, right? Input A always gets you output B, every single time. But AI? It's all about probabilities. You can give it the same input twice and get two different answers. This means the blast radius for a bug is way bigger, and it introduces these whole new classes of testing that our old QA processes just were not built to handle.
So yeah, let's just be blunt about it. Sticking with the old ways isn't just a bad idea, it's pretty much a recipe for disaster. If you want to actually ship reliable AI products that your customers are going to love, you absolutely need a new playbook.
All right, Chapter 1 of this new playbook starts with a really crucial shift in how we think. We have to stop seeing AI as just a source of information, an oracle we ask questions, and start building it as an autonomous worker that gets things done. And boom, this slide just nails the difference. The old way, the oracle, is like asking a librarian for instructions on how to do something. The new way, the worker, is like having a personal assistant who just does it for you. One gives you info, the other takes action. I mean, that's a huge leap in the value you can deliver to a user.
And don't think this is some sci-fi 5 years from now thing. Just look at this timeline. It's incredible. In just 2 years, we went from these early theoretical frameworks to standardized protocols that let AI use tools like a pro. The raw intelligence of models like GPT-4 and features like function calling just hit the accelerator. The age of agents isn't coming, it's already here.
Okay, so you've got the mindset. What are the actual hands-on skills you need to master? Well, it really boils down to two things: becoming an expert at feeding the AI the right information, and then being absolutely ruthless about testing the quality of what comes out. The first one is something called context engineering. And I absolutely love this analogy. Think of a base LLM as a brilliant intern. Super smart, tons of potential, but they know nothing about your company, your data, your customers, your weird internal acronyms. Context engineering is the job of teaching that intern, giving them all the context they need to be truly valuable to your product.
And the great thing is, there's a framework for this, a step-by-step guide so you don't overcomplicate things. You always start with prompt engineering. It's fast, it's cheap, and it often solves a huge chunk of the problem. If that's not enough, say you need the AI to pull in real-time info, then you escalate to RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. And only as a last resort do you go for fine-tuning. It's expensive and time-consuming, so you save it for when you need deep, specialized knowledge.
So why are we geeking out about being efficient here? Well, it's because of this number, 76%. That's how much money you can potentially save just by moving from a long, messy prompt to a shorter, well-structured one. Mastering this stuff isn't just about making the product better, it has a massive, direct impact on your costs. But look, giving the AI the right info, that's just half the equation. You can't ship what you can't test. You have to master this new world of AI quality assurance. We're talking about going way beyond just checking if something passed or failed. You've got to test for model drift, for weird edge cases, even for regressions in the model itself. This is what separates the people who are just dabbling from the true professionals. Okay, so once you've nailed these tactical skills, you're a pro at context and quality, your job gets bigger, way bigger. You're not just executing on a roadmap anymore, you become a central figure in driving the company's entire business strategy. Yeah, taking an AI product to market is just different. Maya Voyer laid this out perfectly. The AI hype makes it easier to get those first users in the door, but keeping them, that's much, much harder. And you have to figure out your monetization from day one, because unlike old school software, every single query from a free user costs you real money.
So what does all this mean? It means your product strategy is now your AI strategy. They're not separate things anymore. As the AI PM, you're the one making these foundational calls, which models to use, which platforms to build on, that will literally define the future of your company.
So with all this new responsibility, what does this mean for your career? How does your growth path change? Well, this new role really does create a brand new career ladder and redefines what it means to be a product leader.
Let's talk money, right? Gergely-Orosz pointed out this fascinating trimodal distribution for salaries. Basically, there are 3 distinct tiers. And guess what? The skills we've been talking about, context engineering, AI testing, strategic thinking, those are the keys that unlock that highest tier of compensation at the world's biggest and best tech companies.
All right, let's talk about the journey. Look, everyone starts with execution. This is square one, the foundation. It doesn't matter how senior you get, if you can't ship high-quality work on time, nothing else matters. It's about owning the nitty-gritty details and clearing roadblocks for your team. Then comes the big leap. Reforge calls it the product leader canyon for a reason, because it's a tough one to cross. This is where you stop managing feature by feature and start creating a compelling vision. You move from the how to the what and the why. You're not just building a roadmap anymore, you're managing a portfolio of strategic bets. And then you get to the executive level. Here, your scope just explodes. You're not just thinking about the product anymore, you're responsible for the entire business unit, the go-to-market, the sales, the marketing, the P&L, the whole shebang.
But here's the secret sauce, right? The cool thing about being an AI PM is that because you're at the center of the company's AI strategy, you're a leader from day one, even without the fancy title. You're the one educating executives and setting the direction for everyone.
So there you have it. The ground has completely shifted under our feet. The old playbook is gone. It's obsolete. A new one is being written as we speak. So the only real question left is, are you ready to help write it?